All right, hold on. Cut. No more Monday morning meeting for a second or two. I need to get your attention real quick. Here's the deal. We'll go back to Miss Hine and Miss Garcia in a second, and they can give us all of the lunch specials and everything else. But this week coming up, we are going to begin AUG Prep Gives Back. It's a huge deal, and we honestly, as a high school, have not really had a chance to participate. For a long time, this has just been something staff has done or the AUG Prep community, but not students. This year, we pushed really hard to give students a chance to participate, and I did it for a couple of reasons. But one of the biggest reasons is what we're actually going to give this year is going to make a huge difference in the lives of some people. Before I get into what that actually is and what that challenge is, I want to talk about a time when somebody's gift has really impacted me. When I was a junior in college, I realized the fall semester I wasn't going to have the money to pay for college in the spring. I talked to the offices, I talked to the financial aid and the bursar and everybody else, and it looked like I was going to be $3,000 or maybe $4,000 short. And I started praying about it, and I just said, God, if this is where I'm supposed to be, we have to sort this out. It just wasn't going to be possible otherwise. I was going to have to pull out of school, work on the side, and do other stuff, and try to come up with that money. It just wasn't going to happen. So I prayed about it and prayed about it and prayed about it. And as we were getting ready to go home for Christmas break, I got a note from the office that said, come see us right away. And when I got there, the note was really simple. Somebody had given my entire tuition for the second semester. I think it's not overly dramatic to say, like, if that gift hadn't happened that way, if God hadn't used those people to give, I don't know if I would have finished college. I for sure would not have finished college as a theology major, and I would not have finished where I was. I mean, quite honestly, I probably wouldn't be teaching here, and I for sure would not be making this video to you guys. So that's a time in my life where somebody felt called by God to give an amazing gift, and then they did. And because of that, my life was changed, and now I have a chance to pour that back in a bunch of different ways. And so let's talk about one of those specific ways. The specific way I want to challenge us is this here. All right? That's Rwanda's national flag. And I throw that up there because 30 years ago, there was a genocide in Rwanda where Christians legitimately just started killing other Christians. Neighbors killed neighbors. And that's a huge problem, obviously. But 30 years later, they're still trying to reconcile and heal from that. And there's an organization with a friend of mine named Christoph who does amazing work there. And one of the programs they have is called Cows for Peace. And what they do is they have people from not Rwanda, so us, send enough money there for them to buy a cow, and then a victim of the genocide and a perpetrator of the genocide work together to raise this cow every day. And that cow brings food and supplies, but it also is something that it gives them something they can work on together, and economically makes them more stable together. And these neighbors go back to learning how to reconcile and love each other. This is an amazing thing we have a chance to do, and we've decided for AUG Prep Gives Back to try to raise the money to buy an entire cow. So my hope and prayer is that you guys would jump on board with this, and we would get behind it and buy a cow. How crazy is that? We can buy a cow for some families in Africa who desperately need the spiritual reconciliation, but also just the economic help and the gift that a cow will bring to them and the purpose. We have an awesome chance to do that. So there's a whole bunch of ways we're going to do it, and there's some things we'll lay out for you, but that's the goal. That's the vision. If you guys can get excited about that, that'll be awesome. We'll give you more stuff throughout the week. We'll give you some questions you can answer every day this week for AUG Prep Gives Back. There'll be a short video. Some teacher will tell you a story about why giving matters to them and how they do it. I'll come back later and talk a little bit about a specific, some passages for how we think about giving. But I just want you to think about how you can contribute as part of your class or part of your advisory to really make a difference in the lives of people across the world.